I'm about to show you guys 5 apps that you must have if you're coming to South Korea. So let's go. What's up guys, my name is Rob. Welcome to another info video on RC Life. If this is your first visit to this channel, make sure to keep in touch and up to date with what there is to do in South Korea and how to do it by hitting that subscribe button and bell notification so you don't miss a thing. This is gonna be my list of apps that you need if you're coming to South Korea. Some of these apps are gonna be apps I use daily. No joke, daily. If you think of anything else that you think should be in this list, put them in the comment section down below so everyone else can see. Alright, so getting into it, number 1, Kakao Talk. Now, Kakao Talk is like any other messaging app, but this is just the one that everyone uses here in South Korea. If you're a soldier or in the military period and you're coming to South Korea, you can bet your bottom dollar that your unit is going to be using this for communication back and forth, and you need to get it as soon as possible. App number 2 is going to be another Kakao app because Kakao is a really big thing here in South Korea. They have these crazy looking little characters like this all over the place. So Kakao Metro is our second app. When my wife and I first got here, we couldn't really figure out the subway system too easy, and if it weren't for this app, we would have ended up in the wrong place way more times than we did already. Honestly, at face value, it looks like it can be a little bit complicated, but as soon as you use it a couple times, you'll get the hang of it and you'll be so glad that you have it in your toolkit. We've been in South Korea for nearly 6 months now, and we still use this app if we're going somewhere new just to make sure that we're not getting on the wrong line, the wrong subway, and going the wrong way. So download this as soon as possible if you plan on taking the subway, which we do very often. Alright, and number 3, Naver Maps. Some people say that there's so many transportation navigation apps here in South Korea that you can really choose any of them, but I completely disagree. I think there is one app that's better than any of them, and it's this one, Naver Maps. I've tried using Google Maps, I've tried using Waze here in South Korea, and more times than not, I've actually ended up in the wrong place. With Naver Maps, I've never had that issue. So pick up Naver Maps before you start exploring to make sure that you don't get lost. Now here at number 4, we're gonna have an app called Kakao. Okay, this app is another translation app. When you're here in South Korea, you're gonna learn that a lot of young Koreans understand and speak a little bit of English. But even more often than not, you're gonna find yourself hitting that language barrier when you're trying to communicate with the locals. Now, if you've ever seen our top 5 Korean words to know video, those words will get you through most transactions when you're in a store or at a coffee shop. But if you need to go a little bit deeper into conversation, you're gonna need a good translation app. That's where Kakao comes in. It is hands down the easiest and best translation app from Korean to English or English to Korean that I have used ever. Similar to a lot of other good translation apps, it has the feature where you can type what you want to say in the other language and hit a speaker button where it will say it for you in that language. Now, hitting you with number 5 is going to be an app that a lot of people already know about, but you may not understand or realize you have it available to you here in South Korea. Now, if you're coming to South Korea and you're not planning on spending a ton of time here, maybe a week or 2, you're thinking of getting a hotel, stop what you're doing, download Airbnb. Now, of course, Airbnb isn't exclusive to South Korea, but you're going to find yourself and your wallet in a lot better condition once you start using Airbnb. We've been thinking about taking a trip down to Jeju in the next couple months, and we've been looking at some great beachfront apartments to rent for really cheap, way cheaper than you're gonna find a hotel. Something I feel like it's worth mentioning isn't just the homes part of Airbnb where you can rent out somebody's house, but also the experiences. If you didn't already know, other than being a great way to save money on travel stay, Airbnb offers you the opportunity to hook up with locals at a cost to go and have many adventures there where you're going. So if you're coming to South Korea, make sure you check out Airbnb for the houses and for the experiences. Alright guys, to say thank you for staying on board for the entirety of this video up to this point, I want to give you guys one extra app / tip really to help you survive while you're here in South Korea. This one is something we use at least once a week, and you know what? A lot of people back home in the States use it at least once a week as well. This is Amazon Shopping. Now, though it does take a little bit longer to get our stuff now that we're here in South Korea, it's still saving us a buttload of money, so make sure you check it out. Speaking of which, a lot of people have been asking us what we're using to shoot our stuff with. They like the lens that we're using, they like the color that we're getting produced through the camera. So down below, you're gonna find some Amazon affiliate links so you can go check that stuff out yourself. Alright guys, there you go. There's the 5 apps you're gonna need when you're coming to South Korea. If you liked this video, make sure to show support by hitting that thumbs up. If you really liked it, make sure to show extra support by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. If this is your first visit to this channel, make sure you so you don't miss a thing of how by hitting that subscribe notification, bell notification. I got words out of place, but I don't. Nope, scratch that.